And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Cunningham looking around. Stolen by Anunoby. Back to Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Rose with it. Good D by Duren. Now Thompson. It's stolen by Hart. Outside Brunson. Duren with the rebound. Here's Rodman. Back to Thompson. Pass to Rodman. Out to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Clock at 6. They get the rebound. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And that one's good for Brunson.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Now here's Brunson. And that one's good. Brunson's got 5 points.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Towns outside. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
For 3, Robinson. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
Outside Hart.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Robinson. Brunson misses.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Back to Robinson. Here's Thompson. He's covered by Hart. Here's Rodman. Duren up top. Fires from 14. And he can't bank that one in. New York leading by 3. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys. A minute 9 left in the opening quarter. Markkanen outside. Pass to Reed. Back to Markkanen. There's the 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Outside Hart. The 3 ball. He drops it from range. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Rose. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pistons trail by 8. Sasser outside. From behind the arc. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And so it's the New York Knicks. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close.
The Nets, 15.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in scoring opportunities.
It's Cunningham with a drive. Duren.
And I love seeing the bigs like Duren get rewarded after they've set a screen.
And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easiest shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Duren. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards. Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's Thompson. Sinks that one from the post.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Duren with a steal. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Duren. From 15 feet away. And it's Cunningham missing.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Robinson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Duren. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. Oh, Markkanen drills the 3.
And I want to see Markkanen continue to shoot from deep because he's a quality sniper with impressive range.
Here's Diawara to the inside. New York working the ball around now. Down low. And here's Robinson. Off target at the rim. Markkanen outside. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive board. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Markkanen's got 6.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Diawara. And a big finish by Robinson.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Markkanen inside. The Knicks pull it in. At one point, they led by 16. Sohan outside. Pass to Robinson. With the second effort. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 11.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Mitchell Robinson has been on display for the Knicks. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back to the game after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here's Brunson. Shoots over Robinson. And it's Brunson missing. Pistons trail by 14. All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Duran, the screen. Robinson gets the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
Pass to Duran. Over Towns. Duran, the screen. Puts up a deep 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Brunson taking his time here. Now here's Hart. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. Hart's got 8.
And when Brunson drives it, he draws attention. And that helps open up the perimeter. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Outside Brunson. Duran with a steal. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
Easiest work of the night for Duran. He barely had to elevate.
Rose with it. Here's Anunoby. Nice D from Thompson.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Having zeros by the decades. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, B.A. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I am happy to be a part of it. Brian, back to you.
Putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Pistons trail by 14. It's Markkanen on the wing. It's Markkanen in the paint.
Being Markkanen is 7 feet tall. He's absolutely an inside threat. I just love watching him capitalize from this area.
It's good.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent. They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Towns with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. Fade away. The rebound by Detroit.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Detroit shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
At the line for your Pistons.
He hits the second from the line. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
52 seconds left in the third. Left side Hart from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Hart got 9 points here in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
New York working the ball around now. And again, New York with the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Markkanen's got room. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Markkanen's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Gets on Marcus Sasser. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 5 ticks left in the third quarter with 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome.
The next 48.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pistons trail up by 17. Cunningham outside. Here's Rodman. From the high post. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Outside McBride. Out left to the wing. Cunningham outside. Pass to Rodman. Now Duren. Dunk by Duren.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3.
Really efficient from the perimeter. He is finding those shots and he is making them.
Sohan outside. McBride on the wing. Here's Okporti. Sohan outside. 5 on the clock. Duren with the rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Robinson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. New York leading by 12. Here's McBride. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
For the Knicks. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that JB Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Stolen by Thompson. And the Pistons pushing it up now.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
Well, they've closed the gap, and now they're trying to get this to a one-possession game. It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
And stolen by Brunson. Hard outside. Now Towns puts up the tray. Robinson rips down the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
Well, Cunningham has been the man in these situations as long as we can remember.
Banks it home. Big shot.
And just an important basket. I mean, especially with their lead dwindling.
Duran. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Knicks leading by 6. .144 left in the fourth. Now Anunoby. Now Rose. 6 to shoot. Now Hart. Tipped. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And just turns it over in one of the most irritating ways possible. I mean, what was that?
Yeah, that's just a lack of concentration. You have to be more careful handling the basketball.
Oh, a great look, but off the mark. Pistons trail by 6. Outside Duran. Cunningham outside. Now Duran. And it's stolen by Rose. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Robinson with a steal.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Oh, he misses the layup. Towns looking for an opening. Fires the three. Duran pulls it down. And here's Detroit. They're on a 15-4 run. Now Cunningham. Now Duran. Cashes it in.
And what a read there from Cunningham. Showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Now here's Brunson. And so the big win by New York in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.